Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is something that might seem a little weird to some of you out there, but obviously when you're in an inflammatory stage, you're not constipated, you're going to the bathroom too much. But when you're not in an inflammatory stage, it's important to clean your colon out. And a good way to do this would be with an enema, a water enema. There are medical enemas and there are natural coffee enemas. I'm not talking about either one of those. I'm talking about a water enema. And you would get an enema bag and you would fill it up with water and you would put that water in your body, and it'll help you go to the bathroom if you haven't went to the bathroom. So you want to make sure that you learn about using an enema. You have one available. If you haven't gone to the bathroom and you're constipated, it'll definitely help. Now, a common question is it okay to do an enema during a flare? And that will depend. Sometimes your system might be so sensitive to even water that it would not be recommended. And a good way to know this is if you're drinking water and even that's aggravating your condition, it's definitely a good time to possibly do a dry fast, but definitely reduce the amount of anything you're taking in your body, including water. But if you're able to drink a lot of water, a good amount of water, which is often recommended when you have so much fluid loss from the mucus in your system to begin with, and the mucus coming out in your stool, well, if you're able to do the water, then in those cases an enema might be helpful, just to clean the body out and help clean the system out. Now, there's going to be some supplements I'm going to recommend. One of them is probiotics, and anytime you do an enema, you should follow it up with some probiotics in your diet, and we're going to talk about that. But enema is something you want to consider if you have inflammatory bowel disease, whether you're on a maintenance diet or if you're in a flare attack. And of course your doctor wouldn't recommend this and your doctor doesn't understand this, but just because he doesn't know this doesn't mean it doesn't work. I'm telling you folks, it can help you tremendously and it does work. So put your comments or questions below and we're going to go to the next step and talk about supplements when you have inflammatory bowel disease.